Welcome. Welcome everyone to the live chat. My name is Perfect of the Perfect Time Podcast. We're gonna get started here in a second. I've had some internet difficulties. It's the second time we've gone live today with this podcast. So we're gonna give it a second. Good morning. Good morning everyone as you come in. Thank you. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button as you come in. Let me know how that thumbnail and that title was looking. We had a little difficulty earlier this morning launching the podcast. I believe the YouTube app is having some. Maybe a lot of people are going live right now. Uh, Tap in. Let me know how's everything sounding and looking out there right now in TV land. I'm gonna do the same on this end. We're gonna discuss. We got a lot to discuss today. It's a very busy, very busy day. I see the live up. Okay, we got a lot to discuss today. Very excited to speak with you guys. I didn't spend, I normally go live earlier than this. I just spent over 2 hours in my analytics, working on my channel. This YouTube thing, everybody thinks it's easy. You just cut on I've invested with cameras and studio equipment, and it's not easy at all. And I was just spending about 2 hours replying to everybody's comments. So I ask you guys to leave comments. We've had a very robust conversation the last few live streams. I hope and I assume that we will have another robust conversation here today because we have some great topics to discuss. But we had some in the comment section. I just spent a lot of time replying to the comments. Another thing I just finished doing is if you may notice, those of you who are subscribers, I have a members option now available. You saw the super chat. Shout out to KNC and Red. He the brother that sent my first super chat. Everybody got an opportunity now to super chat. Don't let Ken be the only one to super chat and to support the channel. But so you can super chat, but now you also, another way to support the channel is the membership tab. The join button is now available. It was some steps I had to do to complete that. So the one thing I'm happy about with the membership and the process that it's taken is I already have several videos up on my members section, and some of my best content, some of the best videos that we've had from these vertical lives, I've already allocated to the member section. So anybody joining the channel, becoming a member, what you should know that there's already great content on the member section. I just put up a welcome to everybody who joins. I want to say welcome and thank you to everybody who's joined and commented. So it means a lot. So go ahead, hit the join button, hit the super chat button. Those of you who are familiar with the Cash App, y'all can go ahead and hit the Cash App. But I want to thank everybody for supporting the channel. I want to thank YouTube. For supporting the channel, because a lot of time content creators don't feel supported by YouTube. And I have to be honest that I do feel supported by YouTube in my YouTube journey. It's not easy. I think a lot of people assume that it's easy to be successful on YouTube, and it's not. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of hard work, focus, and study. And I believe I've been rewarded because I've been doing the hard work, the focus, and the study. So I want to say thank you to YouTube for providing the opportunity for the channel, because it's not just me. It's a lot of people that's taking the ride with us on this journey with the channel. So I want to say thank you to everybody who's taking the ride with us and who's been taking the ride with us. So again, you can hit the join button, become a member. I always expect those of you watch to hit the like button, subscribe if you love the content. And those of you who have been subscribed for a while, go ahead, and the members section is available now. Hit the join button. This morning, man, we're going to have another talk about back at it like a crack at it, automatic like a Fomatic, built from tragedy, made for static. It's your boy, Perfect Timing Podcast, back with the blast, in and out with a dash. 2025 won't last, so we're going to do this real fast. Who's in the chat? Kylie Harvey. Hi, I'm going to subscribe. Thank you, Kyle. It's Kyle or Kylie. I'm dyslexic, so I'll be reading stuff, so correct me if I said your name wrong, but thank you and much love. G, what's up, G? Keep that energy focused on the best spot for you. Shout out to you, G, man. Thank you for your support. This morning, man, we going in on Donald Trump. Now, I've been doing my research, and I was very surprised to learn. You're going to be surprised as we get Sirism in the building. I'm listening in the building on, what do you say, on the tap in. Double tap the screen for the likes. Thank you, brother, man. If you on a cell phone, man, MA100, what's up, bro? How you doing? Everybody in the building, go ahead and hit the like, share, and subscribe, man. Sirism is a fellow content creator on YouTube. If you're looking more fire content, because the thing is about what we doing here is we're as you do your 10,000 hours, right? A lot of us on YouTube, we've been forced and relegated to a certain section of YouTube. But what it is, how I've always looked at it is this my 10,000 hours. And during this 10,000 hours, I'm going to perfect my skill set. And that's why my name is Perfect Time Podcast Network. Right now, you watching the top of the mid-morning podcast from an OG perspective. And we doing our research this morning. If you looked at the thumbnail, if you saw the thumbnail, what you saw is you see Donald Trump next to Hunter Biden. And something I learned today is amazing. So a lot of you may know, of course, we want the president to be protected before and after his presidency. So it's warranted that a previous president would have security. No doubt, right? No doubt. If you were president, you had Secret Service. I mean, look at how many times. Imagine if Donald Trump didn't have Secret Service. They tried to assassinate Donald Trump 3 times before he became president. So off top, understood. We're not debating whether or not a sitting president or a person who has ever been president should have Secret Service. That's not where we're discussing. That's not where we're starting. We got several topics this morning because the Trump administration has been going in. We're going to discuss first Hunter Biden and his Secret Service, but then we're going to talk about the astronauts coming home. I got the astronaut live stream right now. I got the live stream up, right? I think they said 40 minutes. Now, I've been watching this story. How many people have been watching the story about the astronauts? So I got a comedian that I like. Salute to, I'm listening, G Trump or no Trump, we need a house cleaning. Hey. This is the thing, not to get too distracted from the topics. So we got Hunter Biden, we got astronauts, and we got the CBP app where Trump and the administration is asking illegals to self-deport. Now to G's comments. So G and everybody in the comment section, what I need you to do is I need you to use the super chat to put your questions. But let's address this right now. G said, Trump or no Trump, we need a house cleaning. So I love that because, and I'm going to address it because we've been talking today about politically and all this time on this vertical line about being politically advantageous and not so much about party, right? I believe in the last 4 years, they divided America. Yesterday, I had a beautiful live stream where I had to correct a lot of people in the chat about being proud about America, about unity in America. As I'm doing my research, I see people laughing about the Gulf of America. Yesterday, I said, why can't we be proud to have it named the Gulf of America when Mexico has no aircraft carriers? And then I see on Twitter today someone laughing and saying, oh, Donald Trump and anybody who likes Donald Trump is not intelligent because there's a Gulf of America in the White House. I'm saying to that person, you must not understand what it means to be America in the globe and what it means to have aircraft carriers and how thankful the world should be that America exists, that this unity exists in America. And why can't we be proud that we protect the waters for everybody, that everybody can have commerce and trade? I love the Gulf of America. I love everything America. Why wouldn't I want it to be the Gulf of America? Mexico ain't got no aircraft carriers. Why is it the Gulf of Mexico? When these liberals and Dems be getting on their high horse, man, you make them justify. You make them qualify their statement. If they mad about the Gulf of America, then give them my premise. Tell them I watched this YouTuber named Perfect, and at the top of the mid-morning, I'll send you the podcast you can join. But because Perfect said Mexico don't have no aircraft carriers. And see if they can follow the conversation. See if they have enough intellect to understand when we say Mexico don't have no aircraft carriers. So why shouldn't it be the Gulf of America? Because American aircraft carriers, American tax dollars, American soldiers, American bodies, American blood is the one that affords for it to be there. The same thing with the canal. Americans built the canal. I don't even know how it came out of American control. But like I said, there are no aircraft carriers in Mexico. The only aircraft carriers is American. So if Chinese want to use the canal to go through Central America, or anybody want to use it, they're going to have to come bow to America, the red, white, and the blue. You see I got my red, white, and the blue up in the background. We ain't playing this morning, man. We ain't playing. So when you say, G, we need a house cleaning, this week I've been talking. What you think we've been talking about? We talk about Gavin Newsom having a podcast. Michelle Obama and her brother, we ain't even gonna go there. I'm not gonna talk about Michelle Obama and her brother. I have no idea what's going on, but they got a podcast. When you say we need a house cleaning, do you understand what's going on? Do you understand what's going on? Why would Gavin Newsom have a podcast? Why does Michelle Obama have a podcast? Brother, you have no idea. It is not a game out here in these political streets. It is actually going down. We are having political melees. We are having political melees out here. Gavin Newsom had Charlie Kirk on his podcast, his inaugural podcast. And what he did is he congratulated Charlie Kirk because he said, Charlie Kirk and people like you are out here converting liberals and Dems to vote conservative and Republican. And we don't have anyone on the Democrat side. We don't have anyone on the Democrat side creating powerful, compelling content that is converting people and making them be politically advantageous. I've been saying this since 2024 that we need to become more politically advantageous. And what did Gavin Newsom do? I tell you, whatever the numbers may say, my words resonate because I am bringing real intellect to a lot of these conversations that lack intelligence. Because all you're going to hear is jokes. So many jokes. It's a joke about why Gavin Newsom has a podcast. I don't think it's funny. I think Gavin Newsom has a podcast because of G's comment. Trump or no Trump, we need a house cleaning. The citizens don't feel respected. The citizens, G is saying that as a citizen. You know what G didn't say? G didn't say I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat. You know what G didn't say? I want the Democrats to run the House. I want the Republicans. You know what G is saying like a lot of citizens? I want politicians to listen to citizens again. The citizens are the most important. The citizens run the country. We need a house cleaning because politicians are making money in the stock market. They're making hundreds of millions of dollars and the citizens are suffering. I agree, G. And you know what I love about your comment and that what my channel, and I don't care what anybody says in the comments or how they misconstrue it, my channel was pro-America, pro-red, white, and blue. And I love you whether no matter your race, creed, gender, or your party affiliation. Because I believe in the last 4 years, they purposely divided us. I don't mind if my brother is a different political party. We all American. Just like I don't care if my brother is a different race, color, creed, or gender. We all American. That's why I say it ain't nothing wrong with being proud of the Gulf of America, because only one place, not Mexico, not Canada, not nowhere, where you could pray whatever God you want to pray to. You can marry whoever you want to marry. You could be whatever gender. You could do whatever. America is the only place that we can have a conversation like this. They don't got no free YouTube like this in China or nowhere else. You got to become a Chinese American to enjoy these freedoms. What's wrong with the Gulf of America? Yes, we need a cleaning in the house, but everybody needs to pay attention to this, that what we need are politicians that listen to the citizenry. And the Republicans are making a huge mistake. And that's why I believe G said, clean the house. He didn't say Republican or Democrat, because Republicans are doing the same thing that the Democrats did. Right now, the Republicans are putting in their agenda and not listening to the citizens. The politicians are doing what they want to do. The citizens have the voice. That's why we are so blessed to be in America with the social media, with the YouTube, so that they understand what the citizens, and that's why I know people like Gavin Newsom, or they have people who listen to people like me. That is no mistake that the governor, he's not no small fry. This ain't no small fry. Y'all heard about the What is it? The NIL, the NLL? That's Gavin Newsom. The reason Angel Reese and college students are making millions of dollars started in California with God. This is not no small fry. Political aspirations. So why does he have a podcast? He told you. He told Charlie Kirk. He congratulated Charlie Kirk. He got a podcast because Charlie Kirk, Dan Bonadingo, who didn't move into the Secret Service, name somebody else, Russell Peterson, name somebody else. They are converting. Vote. They are making people vote again. These podcasters, and they're voting Republican. They're voting Republican. And Gavin Newsom said the Democrats are sitting on their hands and watching it happen. And we're not doing anything. He congratulated Charlie Kirk. Bro, I see you every day, just like Perfect. He on the internet every day giving facts, and those facts are leading to converts, people who never voted for before, and people who used to be Democrat now converting because of podcast content, because of social media, because of podcasting. So for everyone who says, oh, Gavin Newsom is one of this, and y'all tell them they don't get it. For everybody who's talking about the Gulf of America, tell them they don't get it. For everybody who's saying Michelle Obama having a podcast is funny, tell them they don't get it. You think the Obamas and the Clintons is playing? Who think the Obamas and the Clintons is playing? Who think the Obamas and the Clintons are not calculated in every, if the Kardashians are calculated, what you think the Obamas is doing? Michelle got 4 years to campaign. Michelle got 4. I told you that Kamala Harris didn't want to win. I said Kamala Harris wanted to lose. Why did Kamala Harris want to lose? Because Trump can't run again. You don't know how many Democrats, when G says we need to, y'all better get politically advantageous, start doing your homework. The next presidential election is going to be a free-for-all. It's going to be so much political money. Y'all worried about Elon Musk, but the Dems got the other oligarchs, the sociocrats, and they got money right now. They about to run a 4-year campaign. That's how much, it's too much money in politics. They about to run, the same thing they did, the Republicans did. Trump ran for office for 4 years against Biden. The whole time Trump was running for office. Y'all didn't see it. So Michelle Obama and Gavin Newsom will be the front runners for president. What is it in the next? Y'all tell me in the chat. Y'all tell me in the chat when the next presidential election. And Michelle Obama and Gavin Newsom will be the front runners for the Dems. Facts. And if you don't understand, if you can't see that and you're blind, you're blind. You can't see it. You need to wear sunglasses like DMC. You know what I'm saying? If you can't see that, you're blind. Because what certain intelligent individuals learned from this past election, from Charlie Kirk, from Trump going on Joe Rogan. Trump going on Joe Rogan changed the tide. G said 2028. Trump going on Joe Rogan changed the tide. Certain intelligent individuals learn from that. How can I run a campaign without spending bit? Because I remember Kamala spent how much money in 3 months? Do you know how much politics cost? Kamala spent how much money? So how can I run a campaign for 4 years and convert voters? I got to get a podcast. The traditional way of campaigning is dead, just like traditional warfare. This is what we do here on this channel, y'all. I'm glad y'all here. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. We about to go in. We about to have a conversation this morning. The traditional way of politics, what you need to know from Gavin Newsom, what you need to know from Michelle Obama is traditional politics is dead. And what they understand from the Joe Rogan impact, and this is the thing, I love politics so much that in college, you know, professors will talk about this election, and what they will say about this election is the Joe Rogan impact. Mass manipulation is expensive. Yes, it is. But it didn't even work. All the money that Kamala spent, and everybody said, you should have went on Joe Rogan. You should have went on Joe Rogan. That didn't cost nothing. You would have had to be authentic, and you would have had to be genuine and a good politician. It's gonna make people. We're gonna have to have the thing about the podcast too is you're gonna have to. If you're not charismatic, if you're not a real politician, if you're not a real, it's gonna come across because you don't do good on YouTube. You do not do good on YouTube if you don't have these certain je ne sais quoi, these qualities, right? So if Michelle Obama don't do well, that kills her campaign because people won't believe that she could be a good president. We already know Gavin Newsom is a superstar. It works for Gavin Newsom. But what we need to take away from this is that these individuals are not running podcasts. They are running campaigns. They are not running podcasts. They are running campaigns. That is what they are doing. And Michelle Obama and Gavin Newsom plan to campaign via podcast platform for the next 4 years. I think it's a brilliant idea. You know what else I would do? I would interview potential vice presidents. I would bring on other Democratic politicians who I might want to be my vice president, and I might want the people to know you might end up my co-host. It's a brilliant idea. It's 2025. It's a brilliant idea. I'm going to interview Charlie Kirk. I'm going to interview Russell. I'm going to interview everybody. And then I'm going to interview Democratic politicians who I think could potentially be my vice president. Whoever the people like, you might get a co-host spot on the Gavin Newsom podcast. Is anybody listening? Because I'm laying down the next 4 years. And when it happens, we only got a few people watching. Y'all remember, because I've been working on my channel, I've been praying, I've been working hard. Y'all watch, y'all pay attention. Y'all watch, y'all pay attention. This is not bluster. Gavin Newsom will use that podcast as a bully pulpit and a campaign podium. And if he's intelligent, and if anyone is intelligent watching this who loves Gavin Newsom, he will also use it to interview and bolster potential vice presidential nominees. Woo! Y'all didn't think about that. Like, I know everybody at home like, ooh, snap. That's a great idea, Gavin Newsom. If he does it that way, perfect, what do you think he's doing? What do you think he's doing? I know what I got to do on my podcast. This is my platform. I get out my agenda. Isn't that what a politician does? A politician has a platform. He needs a way and an avenue to get out his agenda. Well, how do we do that in 2025? Well, in 2008 and in 2012, Barack Obama used Facebook. He used Facebook successfully to win the presidency twice. But what we learned is you can't use that same tactic again. It didn't work for Kamala. Gavin Newsom recognized the Facebook path is closed. Facebook is going to Meta, Web3, crypto, you know what I'm saying? XRP, whole new world. Facebook is the old world. What's the new world? Well, what changed the tide? The Joe Rogan interview. So if I want to become president, I'm going to have to go on Joe Rogan. Just like how you used to have to go on Morning Joe, but people don't watch TV no more. Mika and Morning Joe. Kamala did Mika. Kamala did Morning Joe. Kamala did 60 minutes. That didn't affect the presidency. These are antiquated from the 19th century. These are baby boomer platforms. 60 minutes, 2020. Mika and Morning Joe Scarborough. Antiquated, dead. Had no effect on the campaign. Barron told his dad, go on Joe Rogan. J.D. Vance went on Tim Dillon. Changed the election. And the Democrats are asleep. Why? Because literally, Nancy Pelosi is literally asleep. I'm not being mean. When I say the Democrats are asleep, I mean literally. Nancy Pelosi is literally asleep. And I mean, Gavin Newsom is in California looking at it. He may love her because that's his auntie, but holy smoke, I can't win. We're on a cane, half sleep with 200 million in her bank account. We gotta do something different. Gavin Newsom, we gotta do something different, bro. We can't have another Biden situation, bro. The boomers is just gonna sink the ship. The boomers is sinking the ship. Nancy Pelosi on a cane, literally sleep, bro. I'm not being mean. When we talk about woke, Nancy Pelosi literally sleep. Literally like Joe Biden, 200 million. What is she gonna do with the 200 million? She about to fall asleep for the rest of her life. What did she need the $200 million for? She was worth thousands when she came in. Now she worth hundreds of millions for what and for who? All right, man. Let's go. Let's go to our first story, man. How y'all doing this morning, man? We've been sharing the show. Let's look at this, man. I was very surprised to learn this. I was very surprised to learn this. And again, man, no comments on my laptop unless you donate. You feel me? Join the channel or donate. No comments on the laptop unless you donate. Now listen to this. I don't know if this is the way I don't know if this is the way Trump learned about this, but this is our first story. This is our first story today. Hunter Biden, 18 Secret Service in South Africa on vacation. Now remember, Hunter Biden was found guilty of having a legal gun, using drugs, and prostitution, but his daddy pardoned him. And now, again, you guys, he did drugs on the taxpayer dime. He had prostitutes on the taxpayer dime. Now he is on vacation in South America. It's almost like when they say Trump is a king, it's almost like the Democrats should just be quiet. If Trump is a king, what is Hunter Biden? BDBGP in the building. How you doing? How you feeling? How you living? Big Daddy Beer Gaming, what's up, man? Salute to you.
There were 18 Secret Service agents protecting Hunter Biden in South Africa this weekend. Who's paying for that? Would you plan to revoke the Secret Service protection?
Well, we have done that with many. I would say if there are 18 with Hunter Biden, that will be something I'll look at this afternoon. Okay?
Sure.
I just heard about it for the first time. So you have 18 Secret Service going. Where is he exactly?
In South Africa.
In South Africa. And South Africa, you know, is on a watch list. You know that. Because what they're doing to people is brutal. And I've stopped having money go to South Africa. You know that. Billions of dollars. So he's in South Africa. That's very interesting. All right.
There were 18 Secret Service agents.
All right, let's read the tweet. Let's read the tweet. Let me make it big. Let me see if we can make it big. All right, let's check it out. Donald Trump from the desk of the president. Hunter Biden has had Secret Service protection for an extended period of time, all paid for by the United States taxpayer. Yes, we just said that. There are as many as 18 people on his detail, which is ridiculous. Y'all remember RFK couldn't get security. Robert F. Kennedy, the head of the FDA now, and son of the assassinated JFK, could not get Secret Service. Biden told him no. Just for context, Biden told Robert Kennedy no. There are as many as 18 people on his detail, which is ridiculous. He is currently vacationing in, of all places, South Africa, where the human rights of people have been strenuously questioned. Because of this, South Africa has been taken off our list of countries receiving economic and financial assistance. Please be advised that Hunter Biden will no longer receive Secret Service protection. Likewise, check this out. Ashley Biden, who has 13 agents, will be also taken off the list. So in total, we're talking about 18 plus 13. Let's do grouping. That's 20, 32 Secret Service in total. And they make probably over 100 grand a year for two people. 32 Secret Service. How much is that? That's millions of dollars in taxpayer money to follow around a drug addict. I want to know in my comment section how many people are okay with that. That's millions of dollars of taxpayer money to follow around a drug addict while he's on vacation and probably using drugs, because the laws are different in South Africa, and participating in prostitution. Right now, we're spending, as we talk about cleaning up house, this is appropriate for Doge. As we talk about, and they said we might get a $1,500 stimulus. How do we get that $1,500 stimulus? We stop spending like this. 18 people at over 100 grand a piece. That's just for this vacation. We're talking about a couple hundred grand in security. If he wants $1 million security detail, he should have to pay for it himself. If anything, why did he just didn't have one person with him? Probably because that one person wouldn't be able to protect himself. 18 people, and he's not there on a diplomatic. Shout out to the diplomats. Hunter Biden is not in South Africa on a diplomatic excursion. He's there vacationing. I mean, it is well within his rights to be doing things that may not be legal in America. He's on vacation. The question becomes, why is it that 18 Secret Service, highly trained, highly paid, do you know in the shooting where an American citizen died and Donald Trump got shot in the ear, they didn't have that many Secret Service? Did you know that they had temporary employees that they were not even considered to be quote unquote Secret Service guarding the future president? That's how that shooting happened. Everybody there was who wore a black suit, white shirt, and black tie was not actually Secret Service. Did you guys know that about when our president, Donald Trump, the assassin, and someone actually died because the president turned his head. He got hit in the ear, but that bullet killed an American citizen. They never talk about that. But another thing is, this is why Dan Bonadingo got nominated and got confirmed as the head of the FBI CIA, is because he was the one who said and brought the story out that they were not even Secret Service people protecting Donald Trump. Hunter Biden on vacation. He ain't never been in office. He ain't never held please, Lord, he should never hold political office after every heinous thing he's done. Got 18 people in Africa. Hunter Biden got 18 people in Africa. Donald Trump didn't even have real Secret Service. Y'all make this make sense. To everybody who disagree with me, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Hunter Biden got 18. His sister got 13. That's over, what did we say, 30 people, $3 million? And Trump had temps. Now, they will argue, perfect, they weren't actually temps. They weren't Secret Service. They weren't Secret Service. So now, and again, you forget. So that's one story to give context to what we're talking about. Because people will say, oh, Trump is being mean. Now, more context. Do you recall when Robert F. Kennedy was running for president and Robert F. Kennedy requested Secret Service because he had received, Trump had assassination attempts, several. Robert F. Kennedy said, I'm having assassination attempts. I need protection because I'm running for president. You know what Biden told Robert F. Kennedy, the son, the descendant of JFK, the current head of the FDA? Biden told him no. Just for context, this is what I do here. This is the top of the mid-morning podcast from an OG perspective. I need the people who watch me to have the proper context when they're having these conversations, when they're watching the social media. Because people will get you to sway your opinion via these false narratives, and they won't give you the full context. And they won't tell you about RFK. And the way Perfect presents it, it's like, oh man, that's not okay. I don't know how many security I would have given Robert F. Kennedy, but it wasn't right for Biden to say no, wholeheartedly say no. I know a lot of people agree with me on that right there. It wasn't cool for Biden to say no. So when you contextually have this argument about whether or not Hunter Biden required Secret Service while on vacation, y'all remember what Hunter Biden was doing in Ukraine and he got the job for doing nothing? Got his daddy on the phone. He not doing diplomatic efforts. As a matter of fact, in Trump's tweet, Trump went out of his way. Why do you think Trump went out of his way to say that South Africa is not on the list that's friendly to America? Just to remind people that of all places, you're going to take American Secret Service. What if something happened to them? What if I got to send troops over there? Me and South Africa ain't doing right now. I just put South Africa on the list. Why would you go to South Africa with 18 Secret Service? While I'm the president and you didn't even get permission from me? Man, bring them 18 Secret Service back. He can stay over there if he want to on vacation. But this could be a diplomatic, global, geopolitical incident with him over there buying drugs, buying women, and then the Secret Service have to protect him if he's gambling. Imagine being a hustler in South Africa and Hunter Biden, who you know was a degenerate, tries to buy weed or tries to buy sex from you, and then he doesn't want to pay. You know what I'm saying? What if he wants credit? And he got 18 Secret Service. Yeah, this is so complex. It is so complex and convoluted. It's almost mafioso. So when we talk about the Clinton mafia, think about this. When we talk about the Clinton mafia and people had these conversations about the Clintons and people had these conversations about the deep state and people say, well, what is the deep state and how does the deep state manifest? Okay, imagine a crack addict, a coke addicted person with as much power as we're defining today. We're talking about someone who's never even gone to rehab. Do you know what the pardon? And Biden said he loved his son, right? Biden said he loved his son. Okay, why not in the paperwork make him plead guilty and then make him go to a rehab? Think about what I'm saying. Hunter Biden didn't even have to go to rehab, bro. Even if you say, perfect, you being judgmental, Hunter Biden didn't even have to go to rehab. How does someone who is an existing crackhead, it's illegal to use cocaine, it's illegal to use crack, get 18 Secret Service in a whole nother foreign country? That is the definition of mafioso. Hunter is walking around like Teflon Don. He's on vacation. You can't tell him nothing. And this is what he did around the world. When we talk about white men and white privilege and white men gallivanting around the world, having sex with whoever, doing whatever to whomever, this is what they talk about. White men showing up in another country with an American security detail and doing whatever they want to do. And it's been going on for years. Check this out. If Trump, this is the thing that's so powerful about this conversation. Imagine if Trump hadn't won. Do you understand that it's not a conspiracy? If Trump had not won, Hunter Biden would be gallivanting around the world with up to 20 highly trained, highly paid. It's almost like a military detail. It's like being a prince. Somebody disagree with me. It's like being royalty. The cachet America holds. I was just talking to you about being proud, about being American, about the aircraft carriers. This is not a joke. It's like being a prince. Traveling the globe with 20, that means he's on Air Force One. He's on Air Force One because, you know why he has to be on Air Force One or Two? Because the Secret Service. This is not even the whole story. This is not even the whole story. I just tripped the life fantastic. This not even the whole story. If he has 18 Secret Services, how many planes? How many planes? That means he's not even paying for his flight. He's flying private. He's not only flying private, he's flying private on a secure jet. The Secret Service is not on Spirit. The Secret Service is not on Delta. 18 Secret Service agents with their guns and their equipment and their security clearances and whatever they need to support them is not on a commercial flight. So what you don't hear and understand from the story is it's not just 18 with Hunter and 13 with Ashley. It is the plane and the support staff. They literally have secrets. They should have been quiet, bro. And why are you on vacation in South Africa? Man, yeah, y'all gotta tune in, like, share, and subscribe. Because I don't know how many people gonna break it down like this. That damn, I didn't think about that. 18 Secret Service. How did they get to South Africa? Perfect, you're right. How did 18, and he's right. 18 Secret Service. Now, we can debate on how Biden got there, but I'm telling you, 18 Secret Service agents and their support staff did not ride commercial. Who wants to disagree with me in the chat? 18 Secret Service did not ride commercial intercontinentally all the way to South Africa. Who's paying for that? When the tweet talks about you paying for the 18 Secret Service, you also paying for the Air Force One. You paying for the fuel, you paying for the flight, you paying for so much you don't even understand. So check this out. I quoted to you highly trained, highly paid. 18 individuals who are highly trained and highly paid. Y'all do the math on that. Y'all want me to look it up? How much do a Secret Service make? Because I just want to add in one more monkey wrench. Where did the Secret Service reside while Hunter Biden is probably in a resort? So if Hunter Biden is in an expensive resort in South Africa, in order to protect him, are you guys following me? In order to protect him, the Secret Service also has to have accommodations at this luxury resort in South Africa. So before we even get to how much it costs to feed and house 18, that's like a prince, bro. That is royalty, bro. Before we get into, because think about some of the rappers who might watch me. Think about some of the rappers and the celebrities in the chat, man, who watching the replay. How much would it cost to take an entourage of 18 to South Africa? To feed and house 18 on vacation for an extended period of time. We're talking about millions of dollars. Because I know I say things and people be like, oh, he's just exaggerating. And I hate these YouTubers. They don't know what they're talking about. I'm breaking it down to the very last compound. 18 highly trained, highly paid Secret Service staff. How did they get there? Where are they staying when they arrive? And what are they eating? Beyond the salaries for these 18 individuals, how are they getting there? How are they getting back? Where are they staying? Their lodging and accommodations, and what do they eat? For 18 people on a luxury resort. Let's see how much Secret Service make. Let's see how much Secret Service make. How much Secret Service make? You know the computer be listening to you. Here we go. Secret Service salary. Secret Service salaries vary based on experience, position, and location, but generally range from around 55 to 117,000 annually, with potentially for higher earnings with overtime and experience. So remember what I told you before when we discussed being a police officer and the mandatory overtime. We discussed mandatory overtime. That part of the interview process is they explain to you that there will be mandatory overtime. So I will put forth to you that I challenge that at least everyone on that detail was making at least anywhere from 90 to 200 grand. Because 117 grand with mandatory overtime is going to put you at 200 grand. So I'm going to say that everybody on that security detail was making anywhere from 90 to 200 grand. Now you start there with 18 people. Let's say 18 people at 100 grand. 18 people at 100 grand. 18 times 100 grand, how much is that? 18 times is that 1.8? I think that's 1.8 million. That's a lot of money. That's just the salaries. Now, how much you think a resort in South Africa costs? A resort room in South Africa. Because we paying for it. Because a lot of people gonna say it don't matter and everything, but we paying for it. So Zimbabwe Lodge, $90. Luxury Cape Town 5-star resort. Let's see. How much? How much? They don't want to tell you. So this is the real one. Because the real ones don't want to give you the price until you get deep off in there, man. How much, man? How much, man? Rates. Yeah, but how much is that in cash, man? Select a different currency. What? Oh, man, they got different currency. Oh, okay, dollars. Here go dollars. Here go dollars. $1,300 a night. $3,000 a night. This is what I was seeing. $3,000 a night. This is what I'm talking about. Low season. Okay. What is the low? And it says the low season is May through July. The high season, the high season in December through this. We are in the high season right now. Those are $3,000. Oh, look at this. January through December. That's the high season. We in the high January. This is I don't know what happens in January in South Africa, January, February, first quarter, but we are in the high season. So this is the most expensive time. And then of course, if you're rich, when you gonna travel to South Africa, you want to go at the high season. You want to go when it's the most beautiful, when the animals are out, and when it's the most to do. So of course, it's the most expensive time to be in South Africa right now. $3,000 a night. $1 million in security detail. Is he royalty? Hunter Biden ain't never held office. What does it really mean to be president in America? What does it really mean to be president in America? These questions have to be asked after this. So let's go to the next topic. So we got the Hunter Biden story. And the next topic is the CBP app. Shut up! What's wrong with white people and their dogs? If ever one thing I would do, like with the Thanos glove, I need me a Thanos glove. Because one thing I would do with the Thanos glove is I would take away white people's ability to own pets. White people ain't shit when it comes to dogs and pets. They don't pick up their shit. They don't keep the dog on the leash. And the dog ain't never trained. They don't know how to train dogs because it's not in them as people. You know what I'm saying? They not disciplined. They don't know how to train dogs. So it's highly rare you're going to see a white person with a disciplined, trained animal. And they love to have them off the leash because they feel like the dog is so smart. It's a dog. The dog is loyal to you because it's a pack animal. The dog is following you, white person, because you are the leader of the pack. But if it sees another dog, a squirrel, a car, a bike, or anything else, it will act like an animal and chase the other thing. And they get surprised. Oh, I can't believe my dog is chasing. It's a dog. Put it on the leash or train it. Understand the pack mentality of the animal. Damn. On my damn nerves. Hell wrong with y'all? White people and the damn dogs, man. That don't snap y'all white ass. Oh man, the eggs is coming down. I got a story here. The eggs is coming down. They said the eggs is coming down. Y'all want to hear about the eggs? let's go to the CBP. Another story on no longer supporting certain surgeries. That money is going to go toward amputees. They're going to release the JFK. So tomorrow we're going to be back talking about that. They're going to release the JFK files tomorrow. And okay, here we go. 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 We got the CBP app just now. Let's play the video, then we're gonna go to an article. I'm gonna read a little bit about it so we can understand more about it. But let's check out the tweet right now. Let's check out the tweet right now. So it says, breaking, Trump has just announced new CBP One app for illegal aliens to self-deport. Trump, people in our country illegally can self-deport the easy way, or they can get deported the hard way. This is what I voted for. All right, let's put the video on and let's see more about this CBP app and how it's going to work. Again, this is the new area.
Never coming in. Using the CBP Home app to leave the United States. Well, people in our country illegally can self-deport the easy way, or they can get deported the hard way, and that's not pleasant. The Biden administration exploited the CBP One app to allow more than 1 million aliens to illegally enter the United States. Now my administration is launching the CBP Home app to give people in our country illegally an easy way to leave now and self-deport voluntarily. If they do, they could potentially have the opportunity to return legally at some point in the future. But if they do not avail themselves of this opportunity, then they will be found, they will be deported, and they will never be admitted again to the United States, ever again. You're never coming in. Using the CBP Home app to leave the United States voluntarily is the safest option for illegal aliens and our law enforcement. It also saves the U.S. taxpayer dollars and valuable CBP and ICE resources. And all of those resources are necessary to focus on dangerous criminal aliens, and that's what we're focused on. The CBP Home app is now available free across all mobile app stores, and I encourage those who have violated our laws to use this option today. Do it right and come back into our country. Do it wrong and you'll never be back again.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We right at an hour. We're coming up on almost an hour. The last story, what was the last story? The astronauts. The astronauts is in the air right now. And they're going to be landing. So we watching that. We're going to keep y'all abreast of that. And they probably going to have a video of them touching down. And I'll bring you that video tomorrow. Y'all have a good day, man. Salute Proton Podcast with the Blast. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. We out.